today. From Ford Field,
two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Off play action. Here's Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. That caught by Manhertz. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Goff throwing again. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Hailing from Oregon State is Jake Luton.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in Week 2.
Here's Luton to throw. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. To throw is Luton. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Luton. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The numbers for Thomas from last week's effort. 7 catches, 132 yards, and a touchdown.
And one of the top receiving games in the league in Week 1, and they're expecting those types of games from him each and every time out. They're going to need that from him if they want to make a move towards a league title.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Now Luton. Over the middle, complete. It's Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. From the 45 on 2nd down, Luton. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another 1st down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence. He doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game. And who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now?
To throw again on 2nd down. Luton buying time to his left. Complete, it's Dotson. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. From the gun is Luton. Being chased out left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Luton's throw taken in by Samuel. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Throwing is Luton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On second down, Williams. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long. Here's Goff. There's Manhurts, the tight end. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Luton going to pass it out of the shotgun. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And almost but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Luton, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? When these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Week 2 underway around the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night a treat, a Monday night doubleheader, Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern, and then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Goff now looking to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To the air again. Goff. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Touchdown. DJ Chark, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. But Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Thomas brings it in. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Luton's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw again. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 30 on second down. Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final shot before break here. Goff. Open man left side. It's a tight end man Hurts. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, and the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. Sam Darnold has a couple of touchdown passes. From there, we'll head to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Former number 2 pick Zach Wilson with a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. Tyreek Hill, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, each team able to manage just one touchdown apiece.
Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Play fake, and here's Luton. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Well, CD, as we look at this draft class, this offense received quite a bit of help this past April. It's a group very focused on this side of the ball, particularly when you look at those early picks.
Yeah, when you look at the top of the board, it's pretty clear they wanted an immediate impact player for their offense in the first round, and they got him. Beyond that, I like how they kept adding to that unit in the rounds that followed. Those other picks, it may not all be the same type of day-one difference makers, but coach them up, and they could make a difference down the road.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. To throw is Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw, Goff. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. To throw again on 2nd down. Luton. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Samuel bringing in the slant. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. from 4 yards out. And the Commanders have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Goff. It's complete to Williams. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now it's Goff. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. Here's Luton to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Luton. Steps away to his left. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now Luton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Luton steps away. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Throwing is Luton. On the move to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mike Hughes. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So a victory here for the Commanders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Commanders, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.